looking through my camera down that little walkway. And I said, would you shine your flashlight down here? And she did. And the first time it was there, and it just dropped down and went under the door on the left side of the hallway. And then I said, would you drop your light and do that again, please? And nothing. But when it started moving, you could hear her go, and we may both have done that. But yeah, that was my first time to ever actually get that on video. Yeah. So that is a fantastic location. But you're right, there were actually there's actually a lot happening in that place. And I will agree with you that some of the things did not feel good.
Yeah. Yeah, like I remember when we were down in the lower floors, and I got an EVP on my, I was using the Sony ST25 recorder, and I got an EVP. I believe it said something about a demon, and I was with some friends who had never really done this stuff before, and they were just blown away by what they were hearing. And
did they run out the door?
Almost, because we started feeling that dread feeling, and I started feeling like similar to, and I know a lot of people don't like the Ouija board, but a similar feeling I get sometimes during a Ouija session, where you get this like strong anxiety and like I said, like a sense of dread or something really bad's about to happen. And it just like came over us, and then it kind of just, as we moved out of that area, it kind of just lifted.
Were you down on the floor that has that chamber?
That big hyperbaric chamber or something like that.
Hyperbaric chamber, yes. Were you
we
down
might
that
have
low?
been. I still haven't seen the chamber actually, so we might not have been down that low, because some of it recently has been flooded as well in the lower floors.
I don't think this is low enough to have flooded. This is, we were down there and by the bay doors, like where the trucks come in and stuff.
Oh, yeah. We probably walked right past it.
But there was something down there on that end that created that same sensation, and the doors were supposed to be locked, and they were. But someone had moved the hinges out of to the side of the door, so you could basically open it like a big door.
Mm-hmm.
And there was a set of stairs there going down to a lower level, and I just looked at Kim and I said, we could not go down those stairs, and we need to move from here.
Yeah.
And, that can be coming from a living human too. Those sensations can stem from the living. But I think that's cool that you had some interesting and fairly similar experiences.
Yeah, I remember seeing, I saw a shadow, some type of shadow, like move across one of the hallways, and then one of the guys I was with, like I said, they had, they're urban explorers, but they have never really been too into the paranormal. So he saw something too, and it freaked him out because he saw some type of little shadow move around, and but yeah, that place that's another place that has like always had a draw to me for some reason. Like something's, it's a special place to me, but it's sad to see it, what it's became and the state of it.
Well, it's a special place to me because I was born there.
Wow.
So, yes, I was. And we won't go into how far back that was, which I don't care. It never bothers me. I told everybody I was 57 all year last year, and I wasn't. So I turned 57 this year, so I kind of got a do-over. But
Nice.
We are about to be going out to a break, and it'll be a 3-minute break. And when we come back, we will continue this, because this is some great stuff. And Jason Emmerich from the Paranormal Den is in our speaker chat, and he said to tell you hello.
Oh, what's up, Jason?
So that being said, we will be back right after this.
Son of a...
Hey, son.
Mother...
Son? What are you doing?
Hey, Mom. I'm getting ready to listen to Periscope Uncensored.
By expanding your vocabulary.
Well, it is uncensored.
Son, the uncensored part of Periscope Uncensored is Jax and I getting down to brass tacks with all aspects of the paranormal. There's no fluff on our show.
So, no off-color commentary?
I didn't say that.
Awesome! What?
Son?
I just hit my head.
Oh boy, I'll go get you an ice pack. Catch Periscope Uncensored Thursday nights at 9 p.m. Eastern, only on WBHM Digital Broadcasting.
You're listening to WBHM Digital Broadcasting, the best in paranormal talk, only on Paranormal Experience Radio, broadcasting live out of Birmingham, Alabama.
Thank you for listening to WBHM Digital Broadcasting out of Birmingham, Alabama. The time is 23 minutes after the hour. Sorry, folks. Just like that, we are back. And it was such an interesting conversation. I hated to leave it, Alex. We were talking about Caraway Hospital here.
Mm-hmm.
And I find it fascinating that we had such similar experiences there.
Yeah. Definitely interesting to me as well, because I think, I've talked to several different people about that place, but not too many people have actually investigated it like we have. There's some out there, but so it's interesting to see that we had similar experiences. Definitely. it's I would love to do it again with all of us. I know it's probably not possible, but we can maybe
well, there's
someday.
Safety in numbers for one thing.
Mm-hmm.
So, because that's really the only thing that I would be concerned about would be actual safety getting in and going through. Because, like you said, people do live there.
Yeah,
But
go ahead.
I was just going to say the night we were there was like the coldest night of the year that year. And
Wow.
I did not want to be coming across somebody who was fearful that they were going to be accosted or something and them overreact when we came in a room. Or us
Yeah, 'cause-
overreact.
Exactly, yeah. Because I mean, one thing that we found, lots of little, I guess I'd call them like sound traps. Like it'd be like two cans tied on a doorknob. So if someone opened the door, it would rattle the cans and alert someone that someone was coming in there. We found, of course, sadly, like needles. Some of those could
Yeah.
have been from the hospital, of course. But you know, you find all kinds of stuff like that. We found what looked like dried blood all over this shirt that was like
Oh,
stuck to the ground. Uh, that was kind of unsettling.
I could see
uh,
that.
Bodily fluids thrown all over the wall, all kinds of weird stuff like that. But you know, lots of trash too, where you could see where people had came in and kind of been living out of a certain place for a while. But
I know that we saw um like a nicely set up bedroom, and we saw the linens. I mean, the beds were still made when we were there. They had the old
mhm,
school like Wang word processing units, and all of that stuff was still there. It blew me
yeah,
away.
yeah, it's just insane to see hospitals after they do that because usually they do leave so much behind. And like I've been, you know, to a few different hospitals around the country. Like one of my other favorites is called Old Reed up in Indiana, and similar thing. You know, the hospital kind of, well, with this one they kind of packed up and moved just down the street into a newer location and just left the old one and left everything in it. And you know, now it's just completely been vandalized, which was always sad to me to see. But I still, you know, what I like to do too. Another reason if I go into a place like that is to document it and you know really see what it looks like and film it. And you know, if something happens, paranormal related, even better for what I'm trying to do. But that was another place that toward the lower levels, like the basement levels, I got a similar feeling of dread and everything. And I don't know. I mean, I know that you know the morgues are usually down in those lower spots, but I don't really know if that would have anything to do with that kind of feeling. I don't think it would. But um, I don't know. One thing about those places too, like at that place, the morgue was actually flooded and underwater, and people had tried to get these inflatable rafts down there, and you could see where
Oh, really?
it. Yeah, and I was like, "There's, I don't know. I mean, I'll do some brave stuff, but actually going through the water to this morgue, I mean, I don't know.
No.
Something about underwater is kind of scary to me."
Well, not only that, but there's no telling what kind of diseases were in that water, like diphtheria or typhoid. Good
Seriously,
heavens.
nasty water. And then you know, what if you got like lost back in there or something, and you're like under, or your raft sinks and you have to swim out of there? Like all kinds of things could go wrong. Uh, Also structurally, I'm sure, you know, who knows what, you know, if you shifted something around, it might collapse on you, or you know, who knows. So that's one thing I probably wouldn't have done, would be to try to find, like once I saw the morgue was underwater, I was like, well, I'm not getting in the morgue. I'm just gonna go somewhere else.
There's plenty of other places to see and investigate. Yes.
Exactly.
Have you found, though, that the spirits actually hang out in the morgue? Because I have not.
You know, in the morgues that I have been in, like we did one for Jason in the chat. We did one up there at Edwin Shaw Hospital, and we didn't get much about the spirits that might have been there, but we got a lot about, like, there was this one session he had, and he could show you it. It literally just kept spitting out demon on the spirit box like over and over again. It was so weird. I mean, we didn't really have anything bad happen or anything, but we just it kept saying that word. Uh, but like you said though, I mean, I don't really know why they would want to hang out around the morgue. You know, so I would think not as much, but
Well,